everybody. Wow, what a great energy in this room today. I feel like registering all over again and starting a new journey with Forever. It's a real privilege to have been asked to share some of my experiences with you today, and I would like to thank Aidan and Greg and Garen and Gary, and more importantly Rex, for the opportunity, because it's just incredible. I feel very humbled to be here. I've been asked to share a few thoughts with you today on goal setting and the effectiveness of goal setting and how that can impact upon your business. And I know as I stand here, I'm talking to some of the very, 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 very top distributors in the world with Forever. I'm also aware that I'm talking to the next generation of leaders and diamonds and double diamonds and chairman's bonus level 3 qualifiers. So if I make some points today that you're already familiar with, then know that we're speaking the same language. So I guess my session today is to help you think bigger, think outside the box maybe, or more importantly, give you clarity and direction on not only how to take yourself to greater heights, but to set goals and learn how to strategize with your team to take them on this incredible journey with you. A lesson I learned very early on working in Forever is that this business is about being able to recognize potential in people, maybe long before they recognize it in themselves. And then to be able to set goals with them and stretch them beyond their own belief to achieve greatness. I think that setting goals should be fun, inspiring, exciting, and truly uplifting. George Bernard Shaw once said, "Anyone who does not know what he wants in life will have to be satisfied with what he gets." Anyone who does not know what he wants in life will have to be satisfied with what he gets. And that statement has stood the test of time and is true today as it was then. And I truly believe you can't get what you want unless you truly know what you want. And strange as it may seem, most people don't truly know what they want. They think they do. But mostly it's based on past generalizations and the same repeated statements year after year, and goals that never materialize. But what we can do in Forever is we can turn our dreams and our passion and our goals into reality. And we can do this by truly understanding the goal-setting process and applying it to what we want, what we're prepared to work for, and then coaching it down into our wider teams where you live, and then reaching out nationally and globally. Now, I believe that a goal can be likened to a destination. Now, think about that, the word destination. We're all of us arriving at destinations every single day of our lives, sometimes without even knowing it. We arrive at destinations almost on autopilot. If we think about driving a car, when we get into our car, we are leaving to arrive at a destination. We know how to drive. We know what route we need to take. We know how to change gear. We know how fast to go. But we're getting in the car to arrive at a destination. You know, for all of us that flew here to Sardinia, we knew that Sardinia was the destination. We knew which airport we were flying from. We had our ticket. We knew which flight number. We knew how long it was going to take. We knew we were going to be collected from the airport. And we knew we were going to arrive here at this amazing venue. That is what we call arriving at a destination. And so it goes on, and we take journeys on a regular basis. But sometimes when we set our goals, we know where we want to get to, but we don't always know what we have to do to get from A to B. And what we need to do is we need to start planning the detail. Think about this. This year is simply flying by. I can't believe that we're nearly at the end of May. that means nearly 5 months of the year have only gone, which means there are only 7 months left of this year to achieve all that's truly, truly important to us. So if we want to make our goals come true this year, then we're going to have to change our thinking a little bit when we leave this amazing Eagle retreat. We're going to have to leave this rally prepared to take massive action. And I think you've heard every single speaker on the stage today talk about how they put their business into momentum by working very, very, very hard. I think that we all need to leave this venue for the rest of this year work harder than we've ever worked before. Because I truly believe that Forever is in a growth period right now, the likes that we've never seen. Certainly I've never seen in all the years I've been with Forever. And I liken it to a train in the station. The train is ready, it's leaving, and it's leaving fast. And I just want to know how many people are coming with us on this incredible journey that's going to happen in the next few years. So it is about being prepared to leave here and take greater action than you've ever taken before. However, as Aidan said, for some people, when they leave this room, they will do nothing different. They will take no greater action. They will not set any greater goals. They will not challenge themselves and their team. And they will get to the end of the year and they will be frustrated with their results. And I'm curious as to why this happens. I've seen it happen in our own business. I'm curious as to why people have a perfect opportunity, a perfect vehicle in Forever, and yet they don't change what they're doing to gain momentum, to achieve the goals that is important for them. I think there are a number of reasons why this might happen. I think sometimes people are scared of failing. If we look at our past lives before Forever, maybe we've never achieved anything of any significance in our lives before. And in never achieving anything significant, we have maybe a vision of ourselves of being not worthy of achieving greatness, of achieving some of the great results that some of the leaders that have gone before on the stage have achieved. It could be that you have a perception of if you're not going to be successful in Forever, that your family are going to laugh at you, your friends will laugh at you, your team will say you're a failure. It could be that you have a mental attitude of, well, I've never really succeeded at anything great in my life before, so how can I be truly great in Forever? It could be that we let our perception stop us from achieving what's important to us. And I've noticed throughout the years that people set goals, but deep, 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 deep down, they don't believe in their own ability to achieve them. In fact, sometimes they're setting a goal because they think it's what their upline wants to see, rather than setting a goal that's true to them, true to their heart. Sometimes it could be because of what's happened in our past. As a youngster, we could have had maybe a teacher that told us we were worthless. I had a teacher at school. I wasn't very good at school. They didn't inspire me at school. They didn't encourage me to excel at school. I was bored at school. But when I left school, I had a very vindictive teacher, and he said to me, well, with your attitude, you're never going to amount to much. Now imagine as a 16, 17-year-old having somebody of influence saying to you, you're never going to amount to much. You know, that can stick with you, and actually as you go further into your life's journey, can stop you achieving things that you know you're capable of, but maybe in the past you've been told you can't. Sometimes we compare ourselves to others. We see other people achieving great things and we go, oh, they can do it, but I can't. Maybe when we set a goal like soaring or sapphire or diamond sapphire or diamond eagle or soaring eagle, maybe we set the goal, but we don't really know how to achieve it. I mean, we have to stretch ourselves. You know, life is about stretching ourselves. It's not about being average. It's about stepping up and being great. And I would suggest that if you have a goal that's important to you and you don't know how to achieve it, get together with your upline. Get together with your upline diamond and say, how do I get to diamond? What have I got to do? Sometimes we've set a goal year after year after year after year, the same goal, and year after year after year after year, we've never achieved it. And so whilst we're setting the goal, we actually internally don't believe that we can do it. We're writing it down every year, but we stop believing. And the thing is, if we carry on doing what we're doing and thinking the way we're thinking, then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. We write the goal down, but we have already told ourselves that we're not going to achieve it. It could be that we set a goal, but on a daily basis, we stop taking the necessary actions which are relevant and needed in order to achieve the goal. You heard John talking about the fact that he speaks to 10 people every single day. Now, he's a double diamond with Justina. Compare that maybe to some of the actions you're taking, or maybe some of your team are taking, where they're maybe speaking to one person a week. Or they're speaking to people by accident, not by design. The question we have to ask ourselves is, are we taking enough action on a daily basis to achieve the goals that are important to us? And if you want to be a diamond, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'm not speaking to enough people, and if it is to be, it's up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. The other thing that's really, really important is that we must not fall into the FLP comfort zone. And that is, we're making okay money, we're doing all right, we're winning a trip, we're going to the global rally, but we're just about winning the trip. We're just about getting to the global rally. It's about striving to achieve greater heights every single year. Or it could be that we've got so many goals written down that we have no clear vision, no clear focus on the goals that are actually the most important. Sometimes we clutter our minds with too much. And in my opinion, the thing that we focus on is at any one time, it's a good idea, a good discipline to be focusing on 3 of your most important business goals and 3 of your most important family, personal, spiritual goals. Because your family, personal, spiritual goals will empower your business goals, and your important business goals give you all that's important in your family and personal life. So sometimes we need to take a moment and ask ourselves truthfully, honestly, we are all capable of achieving excellence, but is there something that might be holding us back? Is there something that we need to recognize, to deal with, to leave, to move on from, and go on and achieve greater heights in forever? I want you all to take a moment just now to think about your journey from today till the end of the year. And I want you to ask yourself, are you doing enough? Is there something holding you back? Do you fear failure? Do you fear achieving? Is there something in your psyche from the past that is stopping you achieving excellence? Just take a moment to write it down. If there's anything at all that you think that might be holding you back, just take a moment and write it down. Okay? Here's what we're all going to do. We're all going to stand up. How many of you love forever? Look at that. Everybody put a hand up. Hold that hand up. Okay, every single one of us at some stage on our forever journey has had something that may be holding them back. Every one of us. I have. John has. Maria has. Jonah Peregrine has. Lino has. We've all had something that has allowed us to maybe not move forward as quickly as possible. So we have the vision, the journey, the power of forever. And then we have this little man that sits on our shoulder and he says, you can't be a diamond. Have you all got a little man? You can't make a good phone call. You can't be a soaring eagle. You can't do chairman's level 3. How many of you have got this little man? Right, hold forever here. Get this little man right now. Hold him. He's going to fight with you. Hold on to him. Okay, have you got him? Have you got this little negative man that's sitting on your shoulder? Right, hold on to him. And on the count of 3, we're going to put him on the floor and stamp on him. Right, get the negative man. Get him. Are you ready? He's fighting you because he wants to tell you you can't be a diamond. He wants to tell you you can't do level 3 chairman's bonus. Have you got him? Hold on to him. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. On the floor. Stamp, 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 stamp. Never, ever say, I can't. C-A-N-T. Cross off the T and say, I can. I can. I can. And the negative one's gone. Okay, so now we're ready. Now we're ready to set goals bigger than we've ever done before. Now we're ready to accept the challenge of moving up the plan fast. So how do we do it? The first thing that we have to do is we have to expand our thinking. You know, when setting goals, ladies, gentlemen, do not limit yourself by thinking about what you're capable of. This is not about what we're capable of. That's boring. This is about what we want to achieve with passion and energy. Expand your thinking. If your thinking is small, you will limit your team. Have you ever noticed how sometimes people join your team and they say, I want to go to manager in 3 months. And you panic. You say, oh my goodness, I didn't do manager in 3 months, so therefore you can't. And sometimes by our own limitations, we hold people back. So expand your thinking. Expand your thinking now. If you believe there were no limits in your life as to what you could achieve, then what would you paint on your blank canvas? If you believe there were no limits to what you could achieve, no obstacles, that you could achieve anything, what would you paint on your blank canvas? You need to strengthen your resolve and get tough. There are going to be people who will try and steal your dreams. They will try and tell you you can't achieve. They will try and tell you you're crazy, you're mad. Forever living will never work. Network marketing doesn't work. They'll try and tell you that aloe is not good. These people are negative. These people you need to stamp on. And you need to walk away from them. And you need to strengthen your resolve to the extent where no matter what anybody says to you, no matter what anybody says, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you are strong. You are forever. And nobody will steal your dreams. As the great Jim Rohn once said, let others lead small lives, but not you. This is your life, and you only get one shot, so make the most of it and never let anybody tell you you're on the wrong path, because you are well and truly on the right path. I want to challenge you and say to each and every one of you right now that diamond for all of you is possible. Level 3, chairman's bonus, is possible. 7,500 is possible. What may seem impossible to you right now as you start out on your forever journey is absolutely possible. For each and every one of you and for your teams, it is possible. Think about the people that have gone beyond what was thought possible over the years. Roger Bannister ran the mile in 4 minutes. Everyone said it was impossible. But the minute he did it, everybody did it. They said a man would never walk on the moon. But we've had a man on the moon. And now one's done it. Everybody's planning to go to the moon. They said it was impossible for a human to break the sound barrier. But on March the 14th, 2012, Felix Braungartner did just that by jumping from his special helium balloon at 24 miles high in the sky, and he dropped to Earth at a speed of 843 miles per hour. No one thought that was possible, but he made it possible. People are achieving the impossible every single day in their lives, in all walks of life, and these are the people that are prepared to stand up and be different. They're prepared to stand up and be different and say, it is possible, the impossible is possible. Do you believe that you can achieve the impossible? Do you truly believe you can achieve the impossible? Do you believe that you can be a diamond? How badly do you believe? How badly do you want it? Is it internalized where it makes you emotional when you think about it? Because that's how it should be. If your goals don't stir the emotion within you, don't connect you to them, where you're prepared to do whatever it takes, then they're not the right goals. You need to be mentally prepared. You need to be careful about what you're thinking. You know, Lino said earlier on that the era of social media, social networking, has given us a lot of information fast and not always good. You need to be mentally prepared for success. And you need to filter out the good stuff from the bad stuff. You need to ignore all doubts, because doubt is a bad thing to have. Never doubt your own ability to achieve excellence. Feed your mind with positivity at all times. Be around the right people. Stay away from negativity. You need to be around people who will inspire you, uplift you, encourage you, stretch you. Sometimes tell you even what you don't want to hear rather than what you need to hear. You need to read, to listen, to plan. You need to be prepared to be a millionaire. You need to be prepared to be a diamond. You need to be prepared to pick up a check for $500,000. Because I tell you now, it's coming your way if you do the right things. And remember, what you focus on is likely to become your reality. If you spend a lot of time in your mind thinking about what you can't achieve, then that will be your reality. If you spend your time thinking about what you want to achieve, then that will be your reality. We become what we think. We attract what we think. So the point I'm making is we have to work on ourselves. You know, for me, the great pride of these events is seeing people come across this stage and share their stories, and to see the growth that they've gone through, to see the people they've become. To me, it's emotional, it's humbling, and it's the most exciting part of Forever. It's incredible. So it's the person that you need to become on the journey. And it's about what goes on inside your mind, what you're telling yourself, what you're talking about. Let's have a little look at the rules of goal setting. And this is how John and I set our goals. It's very simple, and it's very, very effective. The first thing is, never be naive enough to think that you can just have a thought in your head and that becomes a goal. The mind can only focus on a specific, and your goals need to be written down. They need to be committed to a journal. They need to be committed to your iPad, onto your Pinterest, whichever way you want to do it, but you need to take what's in your mind, look at what you're prepared to work for, and commit it to paper in some way, shape, or form, the way that works for you. We know how powerful it is when you commit something from the mind to the written word. In fact, there was a study done in Harvard University in 1953 in the business class in Yale University. And they were all asked in that class as they finished their semester to write down their goals. And what was really interesting, only 3% of the class wrote down their goals and then upgraded their goals every single year. And what was incredible, when they had a class reunion 20 years later, the 3% of the people that had written down their goals outperformed the other 97% collectively. So don't fight the process of goal setting. Don't be arrogant enough to think that it's in your head, that because it's there, you know what you want. Take this goal-setting session really, really seriously. You'll be amazed at what happens. You need to make sure your goals challenge you. Get out of your comfort zone. You never, ever grow where you're comfortable. You only grow where you are stretched, where you are a little scared, where you are challenged. You have to get out of the comfort zone. Never in any book have I ever read about goal setting, have I ever seen a goal that has to be realistic. Never set yourself a realistic goal. Set yourself a goal that's going to challenge you, that's going to test you, that's going to stretch you. Because when you do, magic happens. You need to be specific. You know, general goals don't create passion. They don't create momentum. But also, again, the mind can't focus on something that's too general. You know, if you say, well, I want a new house, that's not enough. But if you give the detail to the house, that's where the mind begins to focus. I want a beautiful barn. I want beautiful doors, and as I walk in through the doors into the hallway, I want to see travertine stone on the floor. I want to walk into my lounge, and there be a big inglenook fireplace with great big French windows that when I open them, I walk out onto the terrace gardens and steps down to the tennis courts and swimming pool. Behind the swimming pool, I want the land where the horses are going to be. Do you see what I mean? We paint pictures that create emotion within us. And when we have the emotion within us and we've created the excitement, we then take the necessary steps. We need to be measurable. Are we on target? Are we on track? If we look at the goals that we set for ourselves at the beginning of this year, and we look at them honestly, are we on track today? Are we doing enough activity? Are we recruiting enough people? Are we developing enough supervisors? Are we developing enough managers? Are we doing enough meetings and trainings? Are we selling enough products? Because if we don't measure our activity against our goal, I promise you, you'll get to the end of the year and you will miss what's important to you because you didn't take action right now. The reality is what you do today or what you don't do today will have a major impact on what happens in December. A phrase that John coined many years ago, he said, panic early. Make sure that you put your business into momentum right now and you are measuring your activity to see if it's on purpose with what you want to achieve. And then you need to prioritize your goals. What's the most important thing? Make sure that you know what you're working towards. Sometimes I see people so focused on one goal, they miss the other goal. I see people so focused on achieving a car plan, and just car plan, that they miss the fact they could have gone senior manager. So make sure that you prioritize what's important to you. What do you want to achieve by the end of the year? What are you prepared to work day and night for? To give up stuff for? To get outside of the comfort zone for? That's the question that you have to ask yourself honestly. Because your goals are like magnets. They pull you towards them, and the larger they are, the more purposeful they are, the more powerful your need and desire to achieve them will become. So with that in mind, looking at what the goal-setting process looks like, let's have a look at what I believe to be one of the most important goals right now at this time of the year. And that is what I absolutely love, and that's something called Chairman's Bonus. Now, isn't it interesting as we get to this stage in the year, how so many people have probably, even right now in this room, thought, well, we're nearly the end of May, I don't think I can do it now. Well, for us, Chairman's Bonus is something that we start focusing on with our distributors the minute we recruit them. And so what we like to do is look at the simplicity of this amazing incentive. So the first thing is you've got to know the rules. And you've got to be able to explain the rules simply to the people in your teams, and also you need to understand them. Let's face it, it's very simple. You need to be a manager. You need to do 700 cases of non-manager business in the year, of which 150 must be new in the year that you're going for Chairman's Bonus. And you need to be on the car program, the earned incentive. And then to underpin that, you need a 600 manager leg, 600 case credit manager leg. Now here's the thing. There will be people in the room, as I said, right now thinking, oh, I can't do it. I've not done enough work. I've not done any new case credits. I've only done 5 new case credits or 10 new case credits. I can't do it. I can't do it. Remember the little negative guy on the shoulder? Remember we squashed him? And we took the T off I can't to say I can. I can. Let me show you how easy it is to do Chairman's Bonus, not just level 1, but level 2. If you can do level 1, just help 3 people do level 1, and you're now in level 2. And the simplicity of that is, if you help 6 people do level 1, you're in level 3. And the beauty about this, it can be anywhere around the world as we begin to build global organizations. Let's have a look at how you can achieve Chairman's Bonus this year, guaranteed. Even if you're sitting in the room right now thinking, I can't do it, let me show you how you can do it or be structured for it by the end of the year. So you do 40 case credits of non-manager business in May. Then in June, you do 60. It's only 20 more. In July, you do 80. It's only 20 more. In August, you do 80. It's the same. It's the same. And we know around the world, August is normally a big holiday month. So I'm just saying do the same. Then in September, do 100. It's only 20 more. And then in October, do 120. It's only 20 more. And then in November, you're going to have a big push because your business is into momentum. You're going to do 150, which is only 30 more. But here, you will have done the earned incentive program, and you also will have broken a new manager. And in December, you'll do 100. Now, what that gives you at the end of the year is 730 non-manager cases. You've done the earned incentive, and you've developed a new manager. So for those of you that already have a 600 manager leg, here's your perfect example of how you're going to go home today. Even if you doubted it, even if you said, I can't, you're going to say, I can, and this is your plan to do chairman's bonus. This is your plan to take home to your team and say, we're doing it together, let's do it together. Come with me. I can show you, I can teach you, I can help you, I can plan with you, I can goal set with you. Now, if you don't have a 600 leg, the whole purpose of this plan is if you work the plan in November, you'll develop a manager. So that means going into next year, you are what we call structured. So the way that I plan profit share is achieving and structuring. And the beauty about this plan, taking it forward, if you work it with your leaders, you can see over a 2 to 3 to 4 year period how by planning and structuring, you will have managers following your example, and you'll be doing level 1, level 2, and level 3. And I just think this is the perfect, simple program to allow you and your teams to achieve something that maybe you thought was not possible, because the impossible is always possible. So as I finish my presentation now, I just want to share with you something that I focus on myself, and that is the power of visualization. I'm a great believer in painting pictures, and that's why every time I see the brush strokes video, it moves me emotionally. It moves me emotionally because it is painting a picture of one's life. And I always say that we must never live life by accident. We must live life by design. We must be the architect of our future, not somebody else. We must be. And one of the things that I believe is fundamental to us becoming the person we need to be successful is learning the art of visualization, is seeing our lives as we want it to be long before it's ever happened. And a very neat little exercise is taking just 5 minutes, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, just 5 minutes. And taking yourself to a peaceful place, away from the phones, away from the computers, away from the children, away from distractions, a place where you can feel calm. And it's about closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths and relaxing, and it's about creating your movie. It's about creating a vision in your mind of what your life is going to be. And I can categorically tell you that this discipline, this habit of taking 5 minutes at the beginning of the day and 5 minutes at the end of the day will have an amazing impact on you as you begin to develop it. You mustn't miss a day, though. It must be 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, every single day, until it becomes a habit, where you can close your eyes and you can see your masterpiece right here, where it moves you right here, where it allows you to go into momentum to create what's important to you. So I wish that you would all embrace this concept and see yourself in the moment. See yourself on the stage. See yourself living in the life, the house of your dreams, driving the car you want to drive, eating in the restaurants you want to eat in, spending time with your families, your loved ones. See yourself in the moment. No doubt, no negativity, just quietly seeing yourself in the moment. We call it focus. And as I close, I have to give recognition to a man who I believe has had more focus, more vision, more courage, more strength than probably anybody in this room, and that is Rex Morn. because I'm sure that he saw this in his mind long before he ever started on his journey. And I know that he had the courage to step way out of the comfort zone, to make huge goals and plans, to give all of us the opportunity to change our lives and the lives of many, many other people. And it's because of Rex's vision and because of his wonderful, amazing family behind of him, it's because we have all that we have today. Yes, we live in a beautiful house. Yes, we drive amazing cars. Yes, we've given our kids the best education. Yes, we've had lots of chairman's bonus checks. But we've been able to follow Rex's example, and that is to reach out and say to other people, come with us. And in doing so, changing the lives of thousands and thousands of other people all around the world. That's the gift that Rex has given us. Not just a chance to live our dreams, but to live our dreams and then share that journey with other people. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to step into your greatness today, to live the life of your dreams as of today, to never accept anything but the best as of today, to go out and spread the word that this amazing man has given us, and that is the power of forever with as many people as possible. Thank you very much for your time and enjoy your journey.